Are you a fan of the classic sitcom The Wonder Years? It was a wonderful sitcom that followed the Arnold family living through the 60s and 70s. It was one of the rare shows that managed to successfully blend humor and drama. It had an all-star cast who all became major stars due to their association with the show. It's a great inspiration to us, no matter what our dreams may be, that we can continue to succeed throughout our lives. So sit back and relax, and let's look at the Wonder Years cast then and now. The show followed the trials and tribulations of Kevin Arnold, played by Fred Savage. He had little prior experience, with his biggest credit in the hit film The Princess Bride. He was 12 when the show started, and the stories were told from his point of view, albeit narrated by an adult actor. Though his acting experience was limited, Fred Savage proved to be one of American television's most remarkable actors. He became the youngest actor to be nominated for an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor. He was only 13 at the time, and any fan of the Wonder Years will marvel at young Fred's acting and know he definitely deserved that nomination. But that was Fred Savage then. What about Fred Savage now? After the Wonder Years ended in the early 90s, he decided to take a break from acting. He wanted to complete high school and go to college. After finishing his degree in English from Stanford University, he decided to return to showbiz. He acted in a few popular TV shows, appearing in episodes of Boy Meets World and Law & Order SVU, and even voiced the animated character Oswald in the Nick Jr. cartoon. But by this time, he had become more interested in directing. He's directed episodes of Phil of the Future, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Modern Family, and Blackish. He also directed the film Daddy Day Camp. He's also made recent returns to acting, with one of his biggest hits in the Netflix show Friends from College. Before we tell you more about the Wonder Years cast then and now, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories. Kevin's father was Jack, played by Dan Lauria. The character of Jack was a conservative Korean War vet, and much of the show's humor involved him clashing with his hippie daughter Karen. Dan Lauria was a Vietnam War veteran. He had plenty of experience acting on TV, appearing in shows like LA Law, Cagney and Lacey, and Growing Pains. His big break was with the Wonder Years. He continues to act in TV today. He's appeared in shows ranging from Law & Order to This Is Us. One of his most popular recurring roles was in Blue Bloods. He's also appeared in a Broadway production of A Christmas Story. He continues to be one of American TV's most versatile actors, but for many fans will always love him as Jack Arnold. Kevin's mother was played by Allie Mills. She was the perfect opposite to the gruff Jack. She was a sweet character who represented the ideal American mother. Allie Mills had extensive experience working in TV prior to the Wonder Years. She'd appeared on shows like Punky Brewster, Newhart, and Moonlighting. She also had experience in TV movies, but it was her role in the Wonder Years that made her a household name. As the show took place in the 60s and 70s, she represented a change in American women. She represented a new generation of American women who wanted their independence and wanted lives outside of being housewives and mothers. Since finishing her work on the Wonder Years, Allie Mills has continued acting in TV. She's now best known for her work on the soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful. She's also appeared in the television show Teachers. Olivia d'Abo played Karen Arnold, the daughter of the family and the one who represented the free-spirited hippie, a great representation of the counterculture that existed in the 60s and 70s. Prior to the Wonder Years, she appeared in Conan the Destroyer and a few other major feature films. She left the Wonder Years after her character was written off the show. She later became famous for her voice acting. Her voice acting credits include Jane in The Legend of Tarzan, the Black Widow in many of the Avengers cartoons, and Luminaria Unduli in the Star Wars franchise. She continues to make appearances in popular TV shows such as Elementary and Law & Order. She's also a talented musician and was co-host of the popular podcast Every Friday with Dan and Olivia. Jason Hervey played Kevin and Karen's brother Wayne. Jason had experience working in TV prior to the Wonder Years. He appeared in shows like Different Strokes, Wild Side, and Fast Times. He slowed down his acting career after the Wonder Years ended. He spent much of his later career appearing on documentary programs such as I Love the 80s, where he often discussed his career and culture of the past. He also ventured out of show business to work in public relations, and he ran a production company from 2003 to 2019. Josh Sciaviano played Paul, who was Kevin Arnold's best friend on the show. He began his acting career on The Wonder Years and only acted on occasion after the show ended. He left the profession early and pursued a career as a lawyer. Though he's not part of showbiz, he and Fred Savage remain close friends to this day. Another child star from The Wonder Years was Danica McKellar, who played Winnie Cooper. She was the romantic interest of Kevin and, like Fred Savage, became a household name from the show. Danica acted on occasion following The Wonder Years. She spent much of her adult acting career appearing in TV movies produced by Lifetime and Hallmark. Denmark. She's also a brilliant mathematician who has published math books aimed at young girls. Her goal is to inspire young girls to pursue careers in STEM fields. Now, who played the narrator, the adult version of Kevin Arnold? Our humble narrator was played by actor Daniel Stern. Stern was uncredited throughout the show, so we want to make sure he now gets the credit for his incredible work. He also directed a few episodes of the show. Apart from his narration on The Wonder Years, he's best known as Marv, one of the burglars in the original Home Alone series. He and Joe Pesci play the devious and bumbling burglars who are outwitted by young Macaulay Culkin. Stern also worked on screen with Fred Savage in the film Little Monsters. They played father and son. He continues to act in film and TV today. His recent work includes the Netflix series Love and the Netflix film Game Over Man. He's also a renowned sculptor. So what's the future of The Wonder Years? Well, we might be seeing a reboot very soon. Director Lee Daniels is remaking the show for ABC. Alicia E.J. Williams will play Dean Williams, who's the replacement for Kevin Arnold. Dule Hill will play Bill, the replacement for Jack. Sekon Sengbla will play his wife Lillian, and Laura Kariuki will play the daughter, Kim. We can expect the show to be inspired by the original series, but with many changes, so it doesn't seem like a complete remake. The focus this time is on a middle-class family from Alabama living in the 60s. Like the original, it'll be told from the point of view of the young son. To top things off, acting legend Don Cheadle will serve as the narrator. Lee Daniels stated he was both nervous and excited about the reboot of the classic show. Its new storyline, stellar cast, and brilliant director is sure to win audiences over. In the meantime, now is the perfect time to dust off the shelves and play those DVDs of the original show. Let's go back to the 60s and see what the world was like through the eyes of Kevin Arnold. And let's take the time to appreciate the brilliant cast from the original. They all continued to have successful careers following the show's end. Let them serve as an inspiration to always strive for excellence and keep achieving great things. So, what do you think about the Wonder Years cast then and now? Do you think the show's reboot will be successful, or is it best not to remake a classic? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.